You know, you have a person like Hannah Walls, Draper. She explained that her parents or her grandparents, she has aunts and uncles. She even had children, she said, that were buried in there, and no way was she willing to give it up. And so, as it turned out, see, they had a fair to raise money to either build onto the church, which that was okay with them. The other group, they wanted to take the money and build somewhere else. That wasn't okay. And during that time when they were having this conflict went on for a few years. They had started doing some work, and they had done some digging, and Hannah Walls Draper, she said, what are they doing down here to our church? And you know what? She came from her house down that road right there. And whoever was down here messing around on the yard, she chased them away. And she herself chased them away. And I mention that because, you know, we don't always think about the power of women. You know, and there were powerful men, but there were powerful women around here too. And the women, they were leaders in the church as well. You know, they did a lot of work as far as raising money and being involved in different organizations. We look at some of the things they did. They could not really be a part of the larger society outside of here. So they had their own society right here, and they did many things that people outside of here did. They organized. They had clubs and groups. They had presidents. They had rules. They had order. They had purpose. You know, they knew what they were doing. And I read recently that the leaders of this church realized the community that they were in, and they realized the standard that they wanted to maintain. And they did a lot to do that. I mean, rules it was strict. And what I hate is you read about, it's easier to find information about the transgressions that occurred here in the church, in this church. It is so hard to go to the Historical Society and the archives and any place else and dig up good information about this community and the family. Even President Bond, when he wrote his great book, he made comments about the trouble and the type of people who lived in the community, which wasn't really a positive way of explaining it. But in 2000, Dr. Russo's wife came to our reunion, and she was so impressed, she went home and she got all of his material and pulled it out, and she wrote the book that he wanted to write. And she finished it up. It took her 5 years. And I love this book because it speaks so well of the community and the family. And I hope everybody gets a chance to get one, because you will have so much pride about this family if you read it. They talk about the family unity and how they helped each other. Like Edward Walls, you know, purchasing 5 acres of land for his brother. He helped them buy houses, and he helped them in so many ways. Anytime they had trouble, they stuck together. You know, and that has been a part of us, you know, since that time, right down the line. You know, I see families that fight and have feuds and, you know, don't talk to each other and all that kind of stuff. And I have not seen myself, as far as my grandparents, my aunts and uncles, my mother, I've never seen that. Even us as cousins, you know, we are more like sisters and brothers. And we don't try to be, you know, it's not like, oh, I gotta be this way or that. It's just like natural. We just naturally love each other, right, Audrey?
Right.
Yeah, we're glad to see each other. We have a good time when we're together. We don't have to have a bottle of whiskey on the table to do it, you know. I think it's that thing that we have so much in common. Are there any questions? I'm Percy Bragg. I'm the one of the great-grandsons of George W. And as I said, my grandmother is Mary Elizabeth Walls. She's the daughter of Elias and George.
And you're the Chester County historian. You can say that as well.
You know, your children, sometimes they blow your horn a little loud.